Today I'm going to do a short review on the Hoover Ironjet TID2500C steam iron. Upon taking this iron out of the box, it was light, attractive and had a very large ceramic plate which was considerably bigger than my previous iron, which was a Swan. The features of this iron are relatively standard, with a well-designed LCD screen that displays 11 different setting options which you can go through by using the buttons either side of the LCD screen. These different settings consist of linen, cotton, nylon, etc. So with that in mind, you simply select the material you're ironing. The iron will then be ready to go once you hear a beep. This indicates that the iron is at the correct temperature and ready to use. We are currently on standby, so we'll just switch that to setting 1. Now we're going to have to wait for this to heat up and beep. So while we're doing that, each different setting brings out a different level of steam once it gets to the right temperature. The lower you go in the material setting, like now we're on setting 1, the lower or lesser the steam will be. And obviously the higher you go, the more higher pressure the steam will be, which I'll demonstrate shortly. The water spray function is simply that button, push it, and it projects a decent amount of spray. You might not be able to see it, but as you can see, it's pretty much going to the end of the ironing board, so it's a good projection. A drawback to this iron would probably be the amount of time it takes to heat up. Well, you just heard that beep there, so that's ready to go. Now, if we just show you the steam function, that's me pushing the button, and there's hardly any steam coming out of that. Now, if we go up a few settings to maybe halfway, which is silk, that'll produce a different variation of steam in a minute. While we're talking about that, or waiting, to fill the iron, simply pop open this cap, and as you can see, it's a decent sized hole. Most irons have a small hole, which can be a bit of a pain trying to fill it sometimes. It's easy enough to fill. The max line is obviously there. I'd say it probably takes four 200ml jugs, maybe a bit more, 4 of these to fill the iron. The iron's just beeped there, so I'll just show you the other setting, steam pressure. Now as you can see there, that's a lot more than was in setting 1. So now I'll just pop it right to the top just so I'll give you a demonstration on that. So that's on 11, the top setting. I'll just wait again for that to heat up. Now, a feature of this as well is the auto standby function. Oh, better stop there. So that's heated up again to the max setting. Now that's the top pressure of steam. Quite aggressive. So as I was saying, this iron has an auto shut off feature. If it's left unaided for 10 minutes, the iron will automatically go into standby mode. Now this is quite handy if you get distracted, because after 10 minutes it will make it safe and practical and no one will get burned or it won't cause any problems for anyone. Another issue with irons, which I seem to have, is the cords. Now it's not that they're not long enough, it's that they seem to fray after a period of time. I don't know whether it's the material, but I'll just show you. Obviously this is new, so it's not a problem at the minute, but on my old iron, which I'll just show. Now as you can see here, it's started to fray, and it's not just at that point, it's all the way throughout the wire. Now obviously this is not very safe and it gets worse over time. Now I don't think it's anything I've done, because I simply, when I'm finished with the iron, I just get the wire like that and put it away. Most people will tend to wrap it around, which might be the cause of it. But I think manufacturers need to come up with something where that stops happening. Now a quick demonstration. Just go down to the setting which I want, which will be polyester. T-shirt. Just need to wait for it to heat up. Another function, but while we're waiting, is this function here. Turn that to either side, and if the iron's got no water in, you can have it where you can turn that and you can iron it without the water and it won't be a problem, it'll just work as normal. self-clean button. I've not used it yet because I've only owned the iron a week. There we go. Now, as you can see, with some irons, they tend to leak water along items, whereas this, obviously, there was a bit there. No, it's not that bad. Right, that's the demonstration of the ironing done, so there's not a lot more I can say. Overall, a decent iron, does the job well, packed full of features. Some have them, some don't. It depends what you want in an iron. The reason I received this iron was I signed up with Appliances Online to become a reviewer, and they happily sent me this out. Overall, the delivery service was excellent from them by DPD. I was informed the time slot, it arrived on time, and the reviewer team were fantastic, providing me with information all the way along, and was a great service, so highly recommended. Thanks for watching.